Hey, baggers and baguettes. So, if you've been following my other vlog, the vlog bog, I did number 8 last night, but it was too emotionally open, and I feel like I'm going to be called a cuck or a Nazi or something, whatever. The internet's become a wasteland. Anyway, I hate what people. I think the internet is the most empowering tool that has been widely available to people, and because of that, you see just how far power can corrupt. And what's most interesting about that kind of power, really, like a lot of forms of power, is they either deny their power or they reframe it so it's not as threatening. You see actors, let's see, do I have a specific example? Oh yeah, this one idiot on the Twitter, he was saying that he has white privilege. It's like, no, bitch, you have a lot more privileges than that. And to be fair, you worked at them, but you're kind of a douche. I actually had a little bit of a spat with him because he is kind of a celebrity. Worked with famous bands in the early 2000s, and now, you know, he claims that he's not poor. Or he's not rich, I should say. And maybe he's not rich, but he's been able to invest the earnings he's made into projects that can make him, that he can maintain a level of success that other people don't have. And that's power, and that's something that should be enjoyed. You should enjoy your power, because when you don't, you start trying to say that you have it worse than people who have much less than you. And it's pathetic. And it's this awful dichotomy of trying to connect with the normal people, saying that you're like them. It's like, no, you're not. Because when you're poor, your priorities shift. When you're poor, your priorities are turned upside down. And it switches as quickly as you see your bank account change. When you have money in your bank account, when you have extra money, you are always blessed. Anytime you have extra money, you are blessed. But let's get to the bags. So, got 2 bags, which is really cool and interesting. We haven't done this before. I was bagging this one. They were bagging this one. And it's my usual assortment of white trash foods mixed with new age yoga stuff. So, this bag is extremely, holy moly problematic. And I will grant that I got to the sturdy, boundary defining elements before they did. So they were at a disadvantage. I'll acknowledge that. I had power, if you will. That's the thing I was trying to say about power, though, because I have attention deficit disorder. That now you see those kind of famous person attitudes in everybody, because everybody has a certain level of power that they didn't have before. Everybody wants to feel down to earth or rational, relatable, common, but special. I'd say that they all have one thing in common. They are totally corrupted by the opportunities the internet has offered. They take it for granted as well, which is common when you have power, and common with money or anything else that gives you power. It's really easy to lose sight of what you have once you start thinking about what else you could have. It's really sad, and it creates these, I don't know, I think instead of trying to acknowledge, oh, I have white privilege, and it's like, how about you acknowledge, like, overall your life, white or black or whatever, is better than other people's in a lot of ways, and that's cool. Like, you made it, you did it, you achieved the goal, and now you have it. And unless you're gonna give up all your money to African orphans, I don't know what's going on in Africa. I don't know. You know why? Because I don't have to know. It's not my problem. You know why? Because I don't have an audience. Nobody cares. But I guarantee you, if the right person happened to see my video and they heard me say that, all of a sudden they would care what's going on in my life. They would care about my views and all this stuff that they never ever cared about before, because they have achieved a sort of omnipotence that allows them to care when somebody doesn't match up with their worldview. And I'm telling you, my worldviews are completely arbitrary. I've heard cases of people who were pretty heavy. It's kind of poorly done, but better. People who are like sexually abusive or whatever. Some bothered me more than others, and I don't pretend otherwise, because it's completely arbitrary, based on my horror level. If I'm horrified, then I don't like it. If I'm not as horrified, or if it happened 25 years ago, I can't really care that much. It's like, there are those cases where somebody's been doing it pathologically, and I think that's another case of unchecked power. If you want to call that white privilege, go have a ball with that. But you know, I think everybody likes to hurt or control somebody, and that's normal. We like having control over people. We like taking what we feel entitled to. Once we get, you know, some extra money to pay the rent, we're like, well, what else could I get? Okay, I got what I wanted. I need to keep striving. I need to keep working. So what else? Oh, this. Okay, finally you're at the point where you have women offering themselves to you sexually. And that's like, no matter how much people try to claim that sex isn't anything, sex is everything. And I'm sorry to use swear words, but it's everything. And it's a reward, and it's a reward that people give up to pile on top of your other rewards. And if somebody refuses you with that, oh boy. And I don't think this is something that is specific to celebrities. I think if you just put most people in these positions, you would see a lot more abuse, because that's what happens with power. It becomes invisible to you. With each tier you achieve, it becomes more and more invisible. So I've been thinking about it, and I think it's really important to remember the power that we do have and just appreciate that. So these aren't my best bags. I'm kind of talking the whole time. They're okay. Got some really unhealthy foods, got some okay healthy foods, got some medium healthy foods. I'm saying which means it's time to stop.